And so I'm driving this truck, and it quit on me. It turned out I was going up a little hill, and the road was a little sandy, and the fan belt broke. And anyway, I went to, and finally it just froze on me. I didn't realize. And so I looked, and the fan belt was missing. And it was still really dark in the morning, but it was just beginning to get light. So I walked back, and about a quarter mile down the road, I found the fan belt that was broke. So I looked around in the truck, I looked under the seat, and I looked around. I found an old rusty pair of pliers, and I had a pocket knife, and I found a nail, and so I used a rock for a hammer, and I used some wire I stole off of, well, I probably found some baling wire, because we always had baling wire in those days. So I got the fan belt, and I cut it square. I couldn't make it go around the generator because I didn't have a wrench to adjust. So I had to make it to just turn the water pump and the fan so I could drive. I cut the belt a little bit short and pulled the wire up with the pliers and twisted it, and it worked. And I drove home. And when I got there in front of my grandpa's place, there were 5 guys. There was my grandpa and my dad and 3 uncles, all standing there waiting for me. What in the world happened? You're an hour late. And I told them what story. And they said, well, didn't you smell anything? No. I had the front window completely open for the gas, for the air to blow through. Well, didn't you hear it boiling? No. That thing is such a rattle trap and it makes so much noise. Well, didn't you look at the temperature gauge? I said the gauges don't work on that right. So anyway, they looked at it, and after everybody got through criticizing me and what a horrible job I did, I thought I was a hero. I was only 13.
Right, 13.
And I managed to get it running. And so that was my first experience of breaking down on the road.
At 13, you done good, Dad.
Yep, that was him.
Corey takes after
12.
You. 12.
My mom was going to give me a driving lesson. You know, I've been driving a tractor for almost a year then. And so she took me to learn to drive. Well, I had a little trouble with the clutch. You know, it all stick shift in those days. And the clutch worked different on the John Deere tractor. It was a hand clutch, but on the car it was just, and so I would jerk a little starting, and we went down around and about 3 or 4 blocks and across the irrigation canal that had a concrete bridge. And my mom yelled, stop, stop, stop. What's the matter? Well, you're going to run off the bridge. No, I'm not. You've got 6, 8 feet over there. No, I mean on your side. On my side. He said, I've got that much room. And you come and look. And so I put my hand down there. See, there, it's exactly how much I'm. Oh, she says, well, you just teach yourself then. And she walked home. That's the only driving lesson I ever had.
Good. I love it. At 12.
Yep.
I was going to say, like Corey, when he was 1, he used to unscrew screws out of door frames.
Oh my
gosh. My boys are pretty mechanical, and they get it from Dad and their dad too. But yeah, pretty mechanical family.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You want another quick one?
Tell me, yeah, and then tell me about your Air Force days and
I'm going to tell you about Roger.
Okay.
He was 4 years old,
and
my son, and right across the street, my brother Ronnie had Bryce, was it?
Brian.
And they were the same age. They always played. And one day Brian came in the house crying. He says, Roger hit me back. And when I hear this talk between the Palestinians and the Jews, that's the logic they use, 4-year-old logic.
Yeah.
But Roger wanted to learn to drive. And every time I would go someplace, well, he couldn't drive, he couldn't do anything. So it had a foot pedal for a starter, and I would turn on the key, and he would get down there and push with both feet and start it up.
Mm-hmm.
I always parked it in compound row. So we were out working in the field, Ronnie and I, and we forgot a tool. And so Ronnie says, Roger, go get that tool we need. And so he started jogging down the road. It was about 10 miles.
Mm.
And he said, no, take the pickup. So I says, watch, he'll do it. He climbed up the back bumper, got into the bed, went and went around into the cab. The window was open. It was already in gear. He turned on the key, got down there and pushed the starter with both feet, and he was driving. He was up there steering.
We got some wild
Brian had
boys
to
in
get
our
and
family.
ride with him,
No kidding.
and that worked fine for about 2 hours. And then they found out that one of them could get down on the floor and push the gas pedal.
Yeah, Brian was in with it.
Perfect.
Stop it.
Oh yeah, my cousin Brian. He's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about what kind of airplanes you worked on in the Air Force.
Well, I worked on B-36. B-36 had 6 propellers and 4 jet engines. We talked that one about 6 turning and 4 burning. They knew everything was okay. That thing would take off with 135,000 pounds of fuel in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's about 75 tons.
Hey, can I tell you really quick? Recently I had a nursing student who was also an airplane mechanic in the Air Force. And she was going to nursing school, and she just had a baby. So she said that because she just had the baby, she was doing more like paperwork type of stuff. But I thought it was pretty cool. She was like in her 20s, you know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see too many female airplane
Can you tell me
mechanics.
his story? Because I don't remember any story like that.
No, it's someone I know.
Okay.
It's my story. You want to tell me another story?
I think he's
How
good.
long will that thing record?
I don't know. I got a new phone just so I could, and we're at 7 minutes. I could start over.
No, that's good. Leave it.
We're good.
I think you gotta